you've ever attended a drum clinic, you've probably heard a professional drummer say something like, yeah, I only know 3 or 4 fills. And I used to just think, well, that's a lie. You just played a 10-minute drum solo. What they really meant was they really do only have 3 or 4 fills that are right there, easy to reach fills that they can play every single time. And they feel comfortable playing them. They don't have that shaky egg on a spoon feeling that at any second this whole thing could fall apart. Instead, they have a few fills that they're so well versed in, they're so comfortable with, that instead of them feeling like an egg on a spoon, it feels like an egg inside a bowl. And they can walk as fast as they want, and as crazy as they want, or even as slow as they want, and that egg will never fall out. So let's jump on the kit and I'll teach you how to practice your fills in a way that not only makes you feel way more comfortable anytime you play them, but will also allow you to create endless variations of one single fill. All right, YouTubers, so let's dive right in. The first thing we want to do is pick a fill, and I want to choose a fill that almost everyone watching can already do. That way you can learn the concept to do what we need to do so that you can turn one fill into hundreds or thousands of drum fills. So for this lesson, we'll use Pat Boone, Debbie Boone, since it's a fill that, like I said, almost everybody's familiar with. Just in case you're not familiar with it, it's this guy right here. Basically, all it is 2 eighth notes, Pat Boone, followed by 2 16ths and another eighth note of Debbie Boone. I usually play it as I drag into the first note, Pat, then up to the rack tom with my right hand, Boone, then Debbie Boone is 3 singles, right, left, right. All right, now how are we going to get a ton of drum fills out of this? Obviously, we can mess around with orchestration, super important. But if we're truly going to get the most out of this fill, we're going to have to go a lot further than that. So the next step I would think about for myself would be, well, what is this fill? Ba, boom, da, da, doom. Yes, it is an orchestration, but it's more than that. It's really a rhythm. So gat, dot, 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 dot. How else could I play that? I don't have to play it as right, 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 left, right. I could play it as dot, 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 doom. Okay, that works. What if I made the Pat Boone part, the first 2 eighth notes, more staccato, like with hi-hat stabs?
I like that, I like that.
I like that one a lot, and as you can hear, we're already leaving the traditional Pat Boone, Debbie Boone behind, and we're making up a new thing. So this is what I was talking about in the beginning about, like, I only know 1 or 2 fills. It's like, yeah, but you know those 1 or 2 fills 1,000 different ways. You're truly fellowshipping with the concept. You're going as far as you can with it. Let's go a little bit further. What if we gave Debbie like 1 extra syllable in her last name? So now she's Debbie GaBoone. So Debbie GaBoone, Debbie GaBoone. Ho, 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 ho. And just for fun, let's combine those last 2. So we'll do Pat Boone with the staccato hi-hat stabs, Pat Boone, then Debbie GaBoone. Oh, it's gonna be saucy. Okay, so at this point, I've truly found my version of this fill. Yes, it's a common fill, ga-doom, da-ga-doom. But now it's like, oh, when I do it, putting my own personality on it, psh, psh, da-ga-boom, boom. Oh, now it's something brand new. But we can go even further. Let's go back to the classic Pat Boone, Debbie Boone. Let's try placing it somewhere else. I'm always playing it on the downbeat of 3. What if I played it on 2? Oh my God. Now it's like, that can't possibly be the same fill. It's totally the same fill, but it's now completely, oh my God, why is that on 3? Now it's completely brand new. What if we moved it even more forward in time and put it on an and? Let's put it on the and of 3. So now, hopefully you can see with orchestration, then manipulation, not just where are you gonna play it, but maybe change the texture, change the sound a little bit, swap out a hand for a foot, swap out a hand for a stab, or what's that called? A choke. I couldn't remember what's up. Look, it's very early in the morning right now, so just cut me some slack that I couldn't remember that choking the cymbal is called choking the cymbal. All right, so I hope you had fun with this lesson. I hope most importantly, it's not about taking Pat Boone, Debbie Boone through all these steps. You're more than welcome to, but it's about you going like, I'm gonna go through all those same steps with my favorite fills. Heck, I would love to know in the comments below, what fills will you go through and think like, well, I've never tried this fill starting anywhere other than the 1. I've never tried it by extending it. I've never given Debbie Boone an extra syllable in her last name like a guh. What are you gonna do to manipulate your own drum fills so that one fill becomes 1,000?